The next morning, the sun had barely risen when Amara was already out on the street, her tray of detergent balanced perfectly on her head. Her body still ached from the beating, but her spirit burned brighter than ever. Each step she took echoed with a silent promise: I will not give up. She hawked along her usual route, but this time she didn't go straight home after selling everything. No. She turned sharply toward St. Mary's Secondary School, a place she had only dreamed of entering. She stood outside the gate, watching students in clean uniforms laugh and chat. Her heart ached. She missed the smell of chalk, the sound of lessons, the feeling of learning something new. Then, suddenly Amara, she turned around. It was Kelechi, her best friend from the old school before Mama Ifeoma pulled her out. Amara. Oh my God, is this really you? Kelechi ran to hug her, eyes wide with shock. Why do you look like this? Why aren't you in school? Amara tried to smile, but her lips quivered. It's a long story. Kelechi looked at her tray. You're hawking detergent now. Amara nodded slowly. Mama Ifeoma said school is a waste of time, but I still study. In secret. Kelechi gasped. In secret? How? Amara pulled a small, torn notebook from under her tray. Inside were handwritten notes copied from old textbooks she had borrowed from neighbors. The pages were dirty and wrinkled, but every word was neatly written. I read them at night, Amara whispered. After hawking, I hide the books under my mat so she won't find them. Kelechi's eyes filled with tears. Amara, you're amazing. Just then, the school bell rang. Kelechi looked toward the gate. Then back at her friend. Wait here, she said, running off quickly. 10 minutes later, she returned with a kind-looking woman in glasses. Amara, this is Mrs. Nana, our school principal. Amara's heart pounded. Good afternoon, Ma, she said shyly. The woman smiled gently. So, you're the famous Amara I've heard about. Kelechi says you still study despite everything. Amara lowered her head. Yes, Ma, I want to finish school one day. Mrs. Nana studied her for a moment, then sighed deeply. My child, never stop learning. I started just like you, barefoot, poor, but determined. Tell you what, to come here after hawking. I'll let you sit in the back of the class. You won't pay a kobo. Amara froze. Ma, are you serious? Yes, my dear. But you must promise to keep working hard and never give up. Tears filled Amara's eyes. She knelt quickly. Thank you, Ma. God bless you, Ma. That day, as she sat quietly at the back of the classroom, listening to the teacher explain mathematics, Amara felt alive again. For the first time in a long while, she wasn't just a poor hawker, she was a student. But deep down, she knew if Mama Ifeoma ever found out, she'd destroy everything. So Amara decided to keep it her greatest secret. She would hawk by day and study by night. A double life, one of survival, one of hope. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and get ready for part 9 of one of the most powerful stories you've ever heard. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, turn on the notification bell to support more inspiring stories like this one, and click on the link below this video to watch the full story.